Hey challengers. Okay, so we talked about this topic on Saturday at our Q&A. If you watched the replay of the Zoom, you got a little bit of this, but I wanted to put a video in here because I think this is one of the most important topics. It's kind of a key in terms of losing weight and keeping it off and transforming your food so you feel like you have more control over your choices for the rest of your life. So it's the terms satiation, satisfaction, and satiety, and the order of operations. So it's four things. Satiation is that feeling of being full. But we've all had a meal before where we felt physically full, but we wanted, you just needed something else to finish the meal. That's how they get desserts to us in restaurants, right? That when we want that something sweet or something, some bread or whatever it is. So satiation, we need to feel satiated. We need to feel full. Satisfaction is that satisfaction I just talked about. It's about, let's see, the short-term pleasure in your brain. That's what it is. That's short-term pleasure in your brain is an easy way to put it. It's that little where you feel like you need carbs. Usually carbs is that thing. Or it might be that if you just ate a dinner salad, of course, you're not going to feel satisfied. You need something more substantial, right? You might want protein with it. So satisfaction is that pleasure in your brain. You know, okay, that was a great meal. And then satiety is the long term. So if you've eaten a meal, and generally like for breakfast, we talked about on Saturday that when you eat breakfast, you want, or even lunch, you want to be able to go 3 to 4 hours without feeling really hungry. So if you're feeling hungry within an hour after eating, you didn't eat enough, probably fiber, fat, protein. You're missing one of those three, okay? So we want to, you got to have all three. And that's one of the reasons diets have failed so miserably. Order of operations next is because we took out satisfaction for sure. And I think a lot of diets took out satiation and satiety. They were missing all three. We just cut down on calories. You could make it for a short term and then you were hungry, right? And then we just went off the rails when we were off the diet. So in this challenge, we want to give you the tools for sustainable, long-term fat loss where you keep it off, where you feel better, your brain works better, right? You think more clearly. That's what this is about. Okay, and then you're going to lose that fat, that weight, and keep it off. So I want to specify fat because we don't want to lose muscle. When you get 1 and 2 right, so when you get satiation and satisfaction right, you generally are going to get satiety, the longer term, feeling full, that 3 or 4 hours or even longer. Okay, order of operations. If you're eating if you eat your protein, your veggies, and your fats, which come in your protein, and if you're putting a little bit of fats on your veggies, you have avocado, you eat that first, and then you save your carbs, like even for your carb meal, for last, especially for your carb meal, you're generally going to find that you don't have enough room for it. And right, that we talked about that Saturday as well. The other thing is, I use myself as an example. I find that sometimes I'm thinking, I want something sweet, but I haven't eaten my lunch yet. So these are the places where we catch our thinking process, right? Where I want something sweet, so I just eat something, my square of chocolate when I haven't eaten lunch. And by the time I'm done with lunch, I don't even need that square of chocolate. So we need to be eating our food, the foods that fill us up, and then decide if we need that carb, if we need, right? So do that last as your satisfaction piece. It's like you're sprinkling on a little bit of extra flavor for your meal. If you eat in that order, there's research has shown that, and I don't know, personally I've done it for years because it helped me. It works. Try it and then let me know. Okay, I think that's it. All I wanted to say for now. I have lots to say, but I'm hoping that this helps for any of you who were reading this email and the big words just kind of turned you off. So it's those three things. You want to feel satiated, you want to feel satisfaction, and that will lead to satiety, which is long-term feeling full. All right, you guys, let's do this. Let me know if you have any questions, or your coaches for sure. All right, you guys you're inspiring all of us, by the way. Thank you for your thank you for digging into this. It's so cool to watch. All right, love you guys. See you soon.